Hi, guys. Real Talk with Tracy. I have a new therapist, and we were talking about my past, my family, things that have gone on. And I tend to dwell or marinate or bring up the painful things. And she said, you really need to flip it and start looking at all the positive things that you had with each of these people in your life, because it wasn't all bad. So, for instance, I look at my aunt that raised me, and I remember when I was 12, her nervous breakdown. I remember her leaving me for a week at a time. I remember her being abusive, being drunk, bringing home men in the middle of the night. I remember a lot of bad things. I remember having to go into a foster home to get away from her. And what I should do now, instead of holding on to all those bad things, I want to remember the good things. I forgot and haven't looked at all the good things that she did. Because before her nervous breakdown, when I was 12, she was a really good mom. And I'd forgotten that. I remember all the Christmases. We were Jewish. I'm a Christian Jew now. But anyway, all the Christmases we went to Disneyland. All the time she cooks special food and leave it for me early in the morning. So if I got up on the weekends before them, I had a plate with special little things to unwrap, almost like a present. I'd unwrap something, there'd be a half a sandwich, and then there'd be some, bananas, and then there'd be some cookies, and no wonder why I have a weight problem, right? But all these little things that she used to do, I remember how beautiful she was in the earlier days. I remember my parents taking me out to a place that served dinner, and there was a singer there. And we would watch the show, and he would sing with a band. And I felt so grown up going with them. And I remember going to Ray and Andy's Pizza. A lot of good memories around food. I remember going to Ray and Andy's Pizza. They had an aquarium. And I would go and order pizza, and then I would look at the fish, and I just loved the ocean. And I remember how excited I was to go to this place for dinner, to be able to look at the ocean, to be able to look at these fish, and all the wonderful meals she made, and all the surprise birthday parties, and all having my little friends over on my birthday. And I remember her telling me so much that she loved me. And I remember getting in the 63 Corvette and sitting on her lap, because there was no car seats then, I don't know, but I remember driving around with them. I remember going into the movies and eating Chinese food at the drive-in theater. I remember Halloweens, where when I was old enough to enter contests, she would make different outfits and I would compete. And I remember once I was an alien and she made this thing light up on my head, which was really 50 years ago. That was a big deal, right? And I remember winning a brand new bicycle. It was one of those bicycles with the big banana seat, and it was yellow. And I remember a lot of good things about her. Before she was really sick, before she started drinking and doing a lot of drugs, before her nervous breakdown. Because of this counselor telling me to start being grateful and remembering all the good things, all these great memories are coming back. And I'm so grateful. I'm really grateful. this is what I want to concentrate on. I don't want to concentrate on the abuse. I don't want to concentrate on all the sad, terrible things that happen in later years. I just want to concentrate on the good things that I remember. Because the only person remembering all these bad things and constantly bringing this up in my mind, the only person that hurts is me. And I want to be free from it. I want to be free. I want to forgive her for being a weak person and for failing me on a lot of different levels. But I want to appreciate her for adopting me from her sister that couldn't take care of me, who was too young to take care of me, and for putting in a really good, I want to say 10 to 12 years with me. I can't tell her because she's dead, but I can have forgiveness in my heart now and I can let it go. And I'm starting to really feel, I want to say, a heavy bunch of baggage that's been on top of me being lifted off. I'm feeling so much better. And I really owe this to my new therapist who I talked to online. Her name's Gabrielle. So we tend to concentrate on the pain. Let's concentrate on the goodness. Instead of asking why did this happen, let's concentrate on all the good things that happen. Let's do that. I hope this video helps somebody. I'm sending you guys love. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And again, if you're feeling sad, go for a walk, go swimming, pet your dog. If you don't have a dog, get a rescue dog. Remember the good things. There was always something. There was always something. And let's let the bad go. Remember the good and let the bad go. Sending you guys love. Please subscribe. Bye.